So it's been over a month or so since I got the Switch and filmed this. Anyways, here's a poorly made intro I made on the spot.
Hi, it's been a while, isn't it? I have been waiting 4 whole years for this. I finally have it within my grasp. You can be lucky, like me, and you could find one at your local retailer. Like at a Target. There just so happened to be like 7 or 8 Switches inside the cabinet at once. And the Best Buy next to the Target didn't even have any. So yeah. And yeah, I'll show you unboxing as we go along. I have to get a different camera angle and stuff.
Okay, cringy that I regret out of the way. Let's get to the actual unboxing. And here it is. The Nintendo Switch. A box made of the highest quality cardboard, paint, and pictures, I guess. It's a box for a console. Everything looks good, I guess. Left side good, bottom good. Lots of info on the bottom, like, geez. And of course this was made by Sony, as you can tell. Anyway, you already know the drill with opening this thing. Flip, lip, grip, flip, and boom. You got all these setup instructions which look really nice, but you're a big boy, you don't need those. Now, let's get into the that you actually want to see. Starting with the left Joy-Con, blue in nature, drifty, also in nature for those who are unfortunate to have drift. I am so sorry. But hey, if you're one of the 7 total people who decide to play Joy-Con sideways, at least the thumbstick's in the optimal position. Right Joy-Con, which somehow weighs more than the left Joy-Con because they decide to stick everything else in this thing. The amiibo reader, the freaking IR sensor at the bottom. Yeah. Stick the 2 side by side and boom, you've made a brand. By the way, these are my favorite way to play the Joy-Cons, just these 2 separately in my hands. Oh yeah, and they give you a free Kindle Fire with every Switch purchase. I have no idea what this is. All jokes aside, I'm still kinda shocked that they managed to cram something with the power of a 360 or Wii U into the size of a tablet. I wonder what are some notable characteristics about this tablet thing. Well, there are metal railings for the Joy-Cons to slide into, a power button, volume stuff, ventilation because fans are in the thing and stuff, a headphone jack, cartridge slot, all in a relatively small form factor. Oh, and yeah, there's the back too with air intake and, oh yeah, kickstand, which I had no idea how to fucking open at first, so I had to resort to the internet for some help. However, the Joy-Con and console aren't the only things that come with the system. We'll just get this out of the way. Cardboard useless. Quick start guide and health and safety information. You don't need it, you're a big boy. Get that out. And what do we have here? Joy-Con grip. Keep in mind this version doesn't charge your Joy-Cons. Its only purpose is to place the Joy-Cons in a way where it's easier to grip like a traditional controller. The only reason I keep the Joy-Con grip is to hear that lovely clicking sound when the Joy-Cons are slotted in. Just listen. If that's not orgasmic, I don't know what is. Otherwise, I never really use the grip because, well, the actual grip part is both slippery and not thick enough for my long, manly fingers to grasp comfortably. So I'd just rather use the Joy-Con separately, as I told you before. Only real downside is the kickstand's kind of flimsy when it's not on a completely flat surface, and it's only at one fixed angle. Can't really change it at all. But hey, it gets the job done. And here are the Joy-Con straps. Their main purpose is to make your Joy-Cons into tiny little Wiimotes. Always remember when you're putting on the Joy-Con straps to match the plus and minus buttons with their respective Joy-Cons. You don't want these things to get stuck, I'll tell you that much. Just slide it in like so. You can adjust this thing to make sure it fits your wrist better. Another purpose of this is to make the SL and SR buttons on the when you're playing the Joy-Con sideways on the top of the Joy-Con way easier to get. And all you gotta do to remove it is make sure you unlock the little white thing by pressing it down, then hold the back button on the back of the Joy-Con, lift up, and boom. Here's another demonstration with the blue Joy-Con. other shit you can get. An HDMI cable, of which I assume you have 11 of already. An AC adapter that runs via USB-C. Glad Nintendo included this in the box instead of omitting it entirely like what they did for a certain other console. And finally the Nintendo Switch dock, which houses the console when it's in dock mode. A hunk of plastic that somehow cost $160. Nintendo, what the fuck? It gets the job done fine enough with its features, with two USB 2.0 ports at the front, and at the back when you flip the door open, you have a USB-C port for the AC adapter, an HDMI port to the TV, and one more USB port, this time it's a USB 3.0. Good on Nintendo for including a door for the dock, so you can have the slightest bit of cable management. That always helps. I'll use this as a collector's item. Let's set it up, shall we? Setup's pretty easy, unless you're under the age of 5 or are over the age of a boomer. After I got done straightening all the cords, getting all the accessories and the dock and the console and everything ready, it was finally time to turn on the fucking thing after I did a bit of dock testing. And setting up the software is pretty straightforward. Pick a language, region, terms of service. Oh, you weren't supposed to see this. Stop. No, stop looking. It's optional if you want to connect it to a TV or just set it up with a portable screen, but of course I had to dock it. I wanted to. From here, it's time to create your new user, where you could select the profile pic, consisting of many different Nintendo icons. I had no idea what to pick, so I just picked the bird-looking dude from Breath of the Wild. I don't know who his name is, I still need to get the game. And also just skip Nintendo's Potato Online service and their parental controls, you don't need those. Keep in mind the Switch only comes with a measly 32 gigabytes of storage, and it takes up 6.1 of that for the system memory, so get an SD card if you have to. And because we live in an age where you don't have to burn off your retinas, dark mode, of course.
Much better.
And also you gotta update your system because this is the technology we're used to now. But wait, what am I gonna play on this?
Don't you think that I didn't forget to get a game when buying this? Got this like a month in advance. Yeah, the reasons I got this were pretty obvious. I did not want to avoid the Mario Purge of March 31st. If it weren't for that, I would have chosen another game to start off my Switch life with, but yeah, I mean, I guess should be fine.
So while the Switch was busy updating itself, I decided to finally unwrap this thing from its shrink wrap hell. And it was way more difficult than I cared to admit. I blame the lack of scissors in the immediate presence of me. But, gotta say, I love the artwork inside the case.
That's actually kind of nice, wow.
And yeah, the cartridges are really, really small, like SD card size almost. It was also during this time that I decided to give my first lick of one cartridge, just to see how it tasted like.
Okay, first lick. Oh yeah, they did put like something on it. Oh. Yeah, there's like a bitter aftertaste. I can lick it. Ooh. Did not touch the contacts though.
And yes, this is the first game I ever graced my Switch with. It read the cartridge like almost immediately. Wow.
But are you freaking kidding?
And well, that has been it for the Nintendo Switch unboxing and setup. Hope you've enjoyed watching this, honestly, because I had loads of fun filming this months ago, and then finally deciding to edit and upload this just now. Sorry that it took so long, and dang, I really need to get my upload schedule in check. What I'll leave you with for this outro is some gameplay footage of my brother playing a rhythm game that I want to review sometime after this unboxing video comes out. But until then, see ya, stay safe, and if you don't have a Switch yet, my best wishes go towards you for you to get one soon. See ya. I'm doing it.